Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's going on? So we are hanging out with a new herb this week, and it is wormwood. Yeah, I know. A little different of an herb, but it is our herb of the week, and it's here to teach us all about mystery. Mystery being the most thing and the unknown, and we're going to power up things like meditation this week. It also comes with a message of caution, and we'll see why. But yeah, mystery. So a little fun synchronistic story. Last week, my boss bought us lunch, and we got it at the Chinese restaurant, and I ordered General Tso's chicken. And side note, it did try to kill me. It did for like 24 hours. I was like death by General Tso's. But what I want to tell you specifically is, I had been thinking about, okay, we're going to start a new herb of the week, and I knew it was wormwood, and I knew it was mystery. So you'd not even know how big my mouth got, and I didn't announce this at lunch, but when I opened my fortune cookie, and it said, freed from desire, then you can see the hidden mystery. Ooh, and I've been listening to this song I love so much. It's called Desire. I can't even think who sings it, but of course, if you reach out to me, I'll tell you. Maybe I'll look here on the break. Freed from desire, then you can see the hidden mystery. And if nothing else, it just sort of like prepped me, like, yeah, keep going, finish these last 3 spotlights of herbs, before you retire from being a hoe. For the year anyway. I don't know, you guys. I'm feeling kind of done. But yet I want to make sure that like wormwood gets its little time in the spotlight, because I said it would, and so it should. Artemisia absinthium. Yeah, so are you curious why it has a message of caution? Or are you more intrigued with the mystery? It's wormwood, y'all. All right, so I just have 2 beautiful cards in front of me. One is from the Hedge Witch's Field Guide, and it's the one who has a message of caution. And then the other one is from the Herbal Healing Deck by Sarah Baldwin and Ashley Verkamp. And Siolo Thompson did this one with a message of caution. So we'll just do that first, because, it can be toxic in large quantities. Or some quantities, I shouldn't even just say large. So that is why it comes with a message of caution. She says it's also sometimes called sea wormwood and field wormwood. And the oracle is caution. So Artemisia, it is a great name, because Artemis, and I don't know, you just gotta love the scientific name of wormwood, with its relation to the goddess Artemis, the Greek goddess, the goddess of the hunt, the protector of the forest. Just such a strong goddess lady. Artemis gave the plant wormwood to Chiron, the centaur healer, who then derived medicine from its leaves. In turn, then he named the plant in her honor. So wormwood you can find it in Middle English lore. You can find it in references, I guess, in the Bible and Shakespeare, and of course, early cocktail recipe books. Yes, I'll have a cocktail, please. Hold the tail. So this medicinal herb is a digestive aid. And even though there is some potential toxicity, it's an ingredient in many digestive liqueurs. It's very bitter. It has a very strong smell. It could ward off moths and pests and maybe even be used in flea treatments. It is a silvery green foliage. It has small yellow flowers. It's got a menthol smell of both the twig and the leaf. So if you've ever heard of absinthe, you'll know it's the primary ingredient in that. Maybe some other spirits too, like vermouth. And they used to use it in beer before they used hops to make beer. Back in the 18th century, they used wormwood. So wormwood can repel pests and ward off all types of ailments. But yes, it is toxic in some qualities. So that is why we come in first with a message of caution. Caution can save your life or keep you out of sticky situations. But then fear or anxiety can also be toxic. So wormwood just basically comes in and says, hey, look before you leap. Ask yourself what areas of your life may need further examination or investigation. Maybe reflect on what is toxic in your life, what you could be having more caution with. Cut through the confusion, the deception, maybe just having caution as an operating system, because you always look and analyze things pretty clear, take long-term approaches to things rather than impulsivity. Well, none of us here are interested in planning and being cautious, are we? Who here has tried absinthe in Scotland once, I think? That was a long, long time ago. I'm not sure how much they put in it now, but there used to be a little lore, or you hear some stories about people like painters, especially back in the day, drinking too much absinthe, going crazy, just going crazy. So that's our herb of the week, you guys, wormwood. So now that we've did the not so fun part, the fun part we're going to really talk about is mystery. So I love it when I get quotes about mystery, because it's like, you don't really, if you try to explain mystery, it diffuses right before your eyes. Like, it's just more something to experience sometimes. And, it is the unknown. So how can you explain the unknown with words? But yet it calls us all the time. And what better way to dive in safely and with caution into the mysterious realms and through meditation. So those are things we will power up this week with wormwood, our wonderful herb of the week. And let's dive in to the book, The Herbal Healing Deck. I know it's going to be a quick old intro to the herb of the week, because it's not really one, like, even if you did grow it, you wouldn't use that much of it unless you're doing one of them flea treatments. Maybe check into it. Maybe you can powder it and put it on your dog and keep the fleas away. So Thomas More said, it is only through mystery and madness that the soul is revealed. Now, wormwood is closely related to mugwort. So wormwood is a member of the Artemisia genus. Artemis. Okay. So it is extremely bitter. Extremely bitter. And that's why it has such a long history of being a good digestive remedy. Like, we really do need that we need bitterness in our mouths, not our hearts, ladies. So wormwood will stimulate the digestion. It will also improve halitosis. So if you've got that chronic bad breath that's literally coming up from your stomach, it could help with that. Wormwood, no surprise here, expels worms and parasites. So it's really great for travelers that are dealing with indigestion and nausea, and maybe like, you just don't want to get any worms or parasites. So I've heard of people putting a dropper full of the tincture into their water bottle, like just as preventive. So it has a high thujone content, and that is why it comes with that caution. It's semi-narcotic at high doses. And many modern herbalists caution against taking wormwood internally at all. And then other people say, well, you can use it in small doses. They use it in homeopathy as well, and that is to treat night terrors. So there's a lot that you can research and get to know and see what you want to do with it, if anything. But here at Herb Oracle, we know that like we can even hang around toxic plants and they can still be our teachers energetically, just being around them. And when I look at this wormwood picture here on this card, she's so beautiful. She is so beautiful. She has the Merkaba, and as she's like, her silvery foliage is sort of holding it up in her third eye. She's got these purpley eyes that's just kind of there, but so aware. And yes, her little golden yellow flowers, which are just dots on here, are just illuminating her so much. So she is in the mystery, and she is certainly thriving from that. So yeah, people have long used wormwood as a way to peer into the mysteries of life. So yeah, that semi-narcotic aspect, I suppose. When we draw this card, drawing wormwood in this deck is a bit like drawing the blank rune. I love my runes, you guys, and I would talk more about them, but I'm not sure how to say any of their names. So I just hang out with them. But the blank rune represents the part of life that are unknowable, right? You can kind of like, it's like, oh, well, I got the blank rune. So you might be faced with great mystery at this time, for some things are meant to remain hidden. We don't know everything. We don't understand everything, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, if we came into this incarnation knowing everything, we might get a little freaked out. It might just be like too much. Part of the fun was forgetting, I think, and then slowly remembering. I don't know. Our souls, I mean, they're like eternal beings. They've got to find something to do. So we just, we all signed up for Earth right now because we thought it'd be fun. So yeah, people have used wormwood, our herb of the week, as a way to peer into the mysteries of life. Like I mentioned before, it's an herb used to make absinthe. It's an alcoholic spirit flavored with anise and fennel. So yeah, you gotta be careful because it's delicious. The drink became popular in the late 19th century when famous artists and writers were in Paris, living it up, being creative. They called absinthe the green fairy or green muse because it had quite the reputation of enhancing creative visions. But its association with bohemian culture caused controversy and rumors that the drink caused insanity. Yeah, kind of became a common rumor. Because, to be fair, it is possible that drinking large amounts of wormwood can have delirious effects. So, but you're not going to drink that much. You're just going to try it, and, you won't have any trouble there. I mean, and honest to God, now the way that they're making it, they're not putting it in like they used to do in the 18th century. Okay. So you'd probably throw up before you lost your mind. The controversy surrounding this wormwood-infused drink is appropriately steeped in mystery. So we can call on the spirit of wormwood today together. Let's call on her. Let's call on the energy of wormwood to be our herb of the week, to guide us this week. And just as we close our eyes, ask it to enhance our psychic abilities. So we don't have to drink a drop of it. We can just call on the energy now. We can call on it to achieve telepathy. We can use it in ceremony. Maybe we want to work on our remote viewing skills, our precognition. So, I mean, I think ceremonially, just take a little bit, lubricate the mind. And already, as I told you, my general fortune cookie mystery, synchronicity. Wormwood certainly does like to favor synchronicity and circumstances that give you that feeling of a serendipitous life, and then you're dancing with the mystery when things all flow and start to connect the dots, and this is connected to that. Yeah, that serendipitous shit. You gotta love dancing with the mystery. It energizes the mystery of life itself. So why is this so important for us? Because we're desensitized. We're chronically desensitized by technology. We got a fast-paced lifestyle. I can't even fucking tell you however many Fridays I'm going, oh my God, is it Friday again? Is it Friday? Holy crap. Like, February, March, and now April is just flying by so fast. It's easy to become separated from nature. It's easy to become blind to the magical and mysterious qualities of life when you're just trying to make a living and pay your bills and whatever. I get it so much more now. I have so much more compassion for working people now that I am one. But Wormwood is here with us this week to remind us of our birthright to be powerful and intuitive beings. It's who we are. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at a desk or working your body. You can still be a powerful, mysterious, intuitive being connected to that realm of mystery. So hopefully this week we really step into wormwood energy, and we're going to have like more synchronicities, more serendipitous encounters, chance meetings, like divine timing stuff. Like, whoa, I just said that, and then that song came on the radio and that person showed up, and now I've manifested this, and it's just everything is possible at this time. So we might have new teachers show up in our life, maybe some unconventional ones or just unexpected. We thought we were sort of plateauing in a place where, I don't know, what's next? Well, there's always a what's next, because you are an eternal being of love and light. So keep your eyes and mind open. Be prepared to be mystified. And then that's the thing about trying to explain this stuff. Don't trouble yourself to label it, categorize it, explain it. It's the mystery. Just absorb it. Don't even try to explain it to anybody, even though I, like a dumbass, always try to explain it to you here. The significance of what occurs now might not come to your understanding until later. It might remain a mystery. It might choose to stay hidden to the conscious mind. It might show up later in perfect understanding. It's just hard to say. But remember, some things are not meant to be understood, only experienced. And that's hard for our human little mind who wants to understand everything. But sometimes you just have to experience it and take it for what it is, and don't even try to explain it. And it's still going to add to you. It's still going to add to you for sure. There's nothing like a mystery to stimulate our imagination and sense of wonder. So invite in the magic this week with Wormwood. Okay? Perhaps some magic is afoot in your life. Okay? Invite it in. Enjoy it while it lasts. Magic is famous for its ability to come in like a flash and be gone again before you know it. But we need to understand on a deep level that magic is around us all the time, simply choosing to remain invisible. But perhaps this week with Wormwood, it will be very visible to us, okay? And we will be blessed to glimpse it directly. So Wormwood ends by saying the trick is to hold the sense of wonder in your heart even after your magical episode ends, with no trace of remorse for its fleeting nature, because that's just magic, all right? Be open to the magic of the moment and embrace the mystery in whatever form it takes for you. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, Wormwood. I invite mystery and magic. I am a powerful and intuitive being. My psychic abilities are enhanced. I hold a sense of wonder. My life is filled with synchronicities and serendipitous moments. I invite mystery and magic. I am a powerful and intuitive being. My psychic abilities are enhanced. I hold a sense of wonder. My life is filled with synchronicities and serendipitous moments. And so it is. Well, there you have it, our herb of the week, Wormwood. I kind of feel like we should all drive to the liquor store right now and see if we can get our hands on some absinthe, for research purposes. I'm looking forward to a week full of mystery and like my fortune cookie said, freed from desire. Then you can see the hidden mystery. So if we want to see clearly, sometimes we got to get through some of that, clouding desires, and then voila, we truly see it for what it is. Or we'll see. I don't know if we'll understand anything more than we did this week than we did last week. Who knows? It's definitely going to be a mystery, but I love the idea of inviting more magic in, more serendipitous moments. Sounds lovely. So hang out with me here. We're gonna we're gonna get to know Wormwood better all week long.